That was when we met. And then, so by the time I was getting into the university and she was also getting into the university, we were already like, and but I don't like talking about all that because
Today, guys, we are discussing about one of the biggest questions Nigerians have been asking since Yul Edochie appeared on Honest Bunch podcast. And that question is this: Yul Edochie show any sign of regret over what happened to his first family? After watching the interviews, many viewers began analyzing not just his words, but his facial expression, his body language, his tone of his voice, and the confidence with which he answers the sensitive questions. Some people believe he deeply regrets everything, but is trying hard not to show it publicly. Others believe he has absolutely no regret, but has fully accepted his decisions. So today we are going to carefully break down what his interview has revealed. From his interview, did Yul Edochie show sign of regret? Let's talk about it. Before the interview aired, many Nigerians had expectations. A lot of people believe this would be the moment you will openly express regret. Many expected him to sound emotional. Some expected him to apologize. Others hoped he would show visible sadness while discussing his first family. Why? Because the events surrounding his first family became one of the most talked about celebrity controversies in Nigeria. His relationship with Mayor Yul Edochie generated widespread reactions. Many people sympathized with May. So when you finally sat down for the interview, Nigerians watched closely, hoping to detect any sign of remorse. But what they saw surprised them. Let's begin with his words. Throughout the interview, Yul spoke calmly and carefully. He explained his side of the story. He emphasized that many people judged him without knowing what had truly happened behind closed doors. He repeatedly suggested that the public only knew part of the story. Now, here is what stood out. At no point did he clearly say, "I regret what happened." He did not openly apologize. He did not directly express sorrow over how events unfolded publicly. Instead, his language focused more on explanation than apology. To many viewers, this sounded like a man defending his decisions rather than regretting them. However, some people believe regret is not always expressed directly. Sometimes people reveal regret through indirect statements, careful pauses, and emotional restraint. Some viewers felt there were subtle moments where his choice of words suggested pain beneath the surface, but overall, his words projected firmness. That's why many concluded he was standing by his choices. Now let's talk about his body language. Body language often reveals what words try to hide, and Nigerians paid close attention. Throughout the interview, Yul appeared relaxed. He sat comfortably. He maintained steady eye contact. His posture was upright. He did not appear nervous. He smiled occasionally. These are not typical signs people associate with visible regret. Someone carrying heavy public guilt often shows discomfort, hesitation, or emotional unease. But Yul showed little of that. This immediately got people talking. Some interpreted his relaxed body language as proof that he has no regrets. Others argued that his calmness could simply mean he has emotionally processed everything already. Others argue that his calmness could simply mean he has emotionally processed everything already. There were also moments where he became more serious when discussing family matters. Some viewers noticed slightly pauses before answering sensitive questions. To some, those pauses suggested internal reflection. To others, they simply showed caution. Body language interpretation can be subjective, but one thing was clear: he did not outwardly display emotional distress. Another major clue was his tone. His voice remained steady throughout the interview. He did not sound shaky. He did not sound broken. He spoke with confidence. His tone suggested certainty. This gave many viewers the impression that he has completely settled with his decisions. People often hear regret through softness, hesitation, or emotional cracking in a person's voice. A Yul's delivery remained controlled. This led many people to believe he was speaking from a place of acceptance rather than remorse. Despite all this, some viewers still believe Yul may regret what happened. Why? Because regret is deeply personal. Not everyone expresses it publicly. As a public figure, he may feel pressure to appear strong. He may choose confidence as a shield. Some people believe his calm exterior could be hiding private emotional struggles. They argue that no one goes through such intense public controversy without feeling some level of pain. And they believe his careful wording hinted at emotions he chose not to reveal. So what did the interview truly reveal? Based on his words, body language, and tone, Yul appeared more accepting than regretful. He looked like someone who has chosen to stand by his decision despite public criticism. That does not necessarily mean he feels no pain, but publicly, he projected conviction rather than remorse. So guys, did Yul Edochie regret what happened to his first family? Well, from the interview, there were no strong visible sign of open regret. Instead, he presented himself as calm, confident, and settled. But only Yul truly knows what he feels inside. What do you think? Did you notice any hidden sign of regret? Or did you believe he has fully moved on? Drop your thoughts in the comment section and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe if you have not subscribed. Subscribe for more trending celebrity gist. Thank you for watching and see you in my next video. Bye.